What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Miami Sports Vibes YouTube channel for another video. First of all, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell icon, turn your notifications on because it is almost the best time of year. Football season. I'm freaking excited. I'm excited for the boys this year. I'm excited for my Miami Dolphins. And if you like the Dolphins and want weekly content and live shows, please subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Listen, I want to talk to you guys today about the situation going on with Tua Tagovailoa. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be completely honest. I've been a Tua guy, all right, since day one. Those of you guys who follow my podcast, who've been with me on this journey, know that I support the hell out of Tua. I'm a big believer in him. I love the dude. He's awesome. He's shown me a lot of things, but I don't think he is a top five player. I'll openly admit that. I know a lot of people hold Tua to the standard that he's like top five, top three, like, Tua and on, but that's not me. But I'm a little bit different. I'm not a guy that's just like, oh, I'll get Tua out of here. I don't think he's worth this. I'm not like that. I'm kind of, maybe you could say in the middle, but more towards up on pro Tua, man. Tua has shown me a lot of good things throughout his career, man. I just don't understand how many people continue to hate this man. The dude has been through numerous coaches, offensive coordinators, injuries, concussions, and he's overcame so many different obstacles in his career to be a successful freaking quarterback. I mean, we're talking about a quarterback that finished number one in passing yards. And now we have people saying that he's not worth money. He's not worth this. Oh, Tua can't get to the playoffs. He gets to the playoffs. Oh, Tua can't, play well without Tyreek. Plays well without Tyreek. Oh, Tua, he's got injury history. He can't stay healthy. Okay. Oh, now it's concussions. He can't play a full season without a concussion. Answers that. Not only that, becomes number one in passing yards. And we're just going to sleep on that? Listen, I absolutely love how Tua has been performing. Now, there are some things that I wish were better. I know you hear the rumors about his level of play when it comes to primetime games, the playoff situations against the Chiefs. I mean, mind you, it was freaking freezing cold. And I don't want to make too many excuses because I do want results at the end of the day. And I am kind of upset the fact that he lets Buffalo just own him time and time again. I want those things to fix, so I will critique him fairly. But in all honesty, man, I really have loved what I've seen from Tua. I mean, we're talking about a guy that has gotten better statistically every single year of his career, mind you, with a head coach at Flores who was tearing him down, with different offensive coordinators, with coming off the bench for Fitzpatrick, going in and out. Like, he's dealt with so many things, concussions and injuries, like I said earlier in the video. He's answered the bell in so many things as a young man. The dude is only 26. He's getting better each and every year. And what he's been able to do these past few years in particular, get the Dolphins to the playoffs, have winning records. Like, I'm sorry, Dolphin fans, but if you guys are thinking that we shouldn't pay Tua, the money's not coming out of your check. You're not paying it. Like, Tua deserves a bag, man. Like, understand what we've been through. Think about what we've been through as a Dolphin fan, man. Like, what? Dan Marino, he was awesome. But since then, who the hell have we had? Jay Fiedler? Dante Culpepper? Who else? Ryan Tannehill? You really think Ryan Tannehill was good? Come on now. Matt Moore, shout out to Matt Moore. But, like, let's be honest. Chad Henne, Brian Greasy, like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Tua has been the quarterback that has been the best and that put on a Miami Dolphins uniform since Dan Marino. And he's not top three. He's not top five. I admit that. But listen to what we're talking about here. Tua has brought the most excitement to me as a Dolphin fan that I've ever freaking lived by. Because when the 90s, when Marino was there, I was still fairly young. I started watching, really understanding Dolphins football and watching the Dolphins, like when Ricky Williams was becoming him, in the early 2000s, like headed into where we had that playoff game against the Baltimore Ravens and we got smacked with Chad Pennington. That's kind of when I started. Tua has bought me back-to-back playoff berths, has double-digit win season, like putting up number one in passing yard. Listen, somebody would tell me that the Dolphins quarterback is going to put up those type of stats. I would think they're out of this mind. We've been through hell, man, and Tua has brought so much excitement. I understand because he's picked so high, you guys want to see this guy like Patrick Mahomes or be like Joe Burrow, but he's Tua, and he delivers it in a different way. And not only that, Mike McDaniel has unlocked him and has him playing the best that he has ever had in his career. And he is literally progressing every single year. That's what I can ask for. When you draft a quarterback, you want him to start climbing up the ladder, not going down. And I feel like Tua Tagovailoa has done it. And I think the Dolphins should do right by this man and pay him what he deserves. You are literally, you're playing with fire here. All right. You're playing with fire because here are your options. You're going to franchise tag him. Tua will be happy. He gets paid. He gets his money. You get him for another year, but then you're going to revisit that later. And careful what you wish for, because Tua has shown so much loyalty despite the Dolphins doing not so good by him throughout his career. You don't want to risk that. You don't want your main position, the quarterback position, to feel like they don't value him. You don't want that. You're playing with fire there. Tua could turn his back on you. Things can go south, and things can go south very fast. We've seen it happen before. Look at Christian Wilkins' situation. You know, things like that happen. When you start playing with franchise tag stuff and not paying people what they think they deserve, things can get really messy. I wouldn't do that. What's another option? NFL draft another quarterback. Are you serious? Are you serious? So to get a good quarterback, you know that you have to be bad, right? Because then you're going to pick later on in the draft. If you're not going to get a top-heavy guy, which you're not going to with this roster, you're suggesting that what? We play bad enough to get a top pick to get a quarterback? That's terrible. I thought this was a couple-year window. If that's the case, why did we pick up Jalen Ramsey? Why do we pick up Odell Beckham? Why do we reload and bring in Shaq Barrett, Jordan Poyer, and all of these dudes? Think about it. Doesn't make sense. What's another thing? Wait till free agency? Who's a free agent? Prescott? Please. Prescott has not proven much to me. All he's proven is that he can play games and he's inconsistent as hell. I don't want inconsistency. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of inconsistency. I'm not going to trade away a potential problem, if you see Tua as a problem, for another potential problem in Dak Prescott. Has Dak Prescott won? Think about that. No. Jordan Love's another guy. You know Green Bay is not is not going to let him walk. What's another option? Trading? For who? Trade for who? Lamar is not going anywhere. So wish that before. If that was the case before, I was honest and I was like, hell yeah, get Lamar Jackson. But you're not getting Lamar, Mahomes, Josh Allen. Listen, Tua is a top 10 quarterback, probably top 8 in this league. You can't tell me that there's like more than 22. You can't tell me that there's more than like 8 guys better than Tua in the NFL right now. And I will argue that. He is literally on his way up and getting better. So careful what you wish for. I think the Dolphins should give this man what he deserves. I think they should stop playing games because honestly, you don't want this going into training camp. And keep an eye on that because training camp does start in a couple of weeks. You want to make sure you secure that heading in. You need these reps in training camp to go perfectly fine. You need Tua to be confident. You need Tua to play well. You need to have his mind clear. And we've seen when it's a confident Tua, the results that you saw last year is what you get. Number 1 in passing yards, throwing the hell out of the ball. Look at the statistics, guys. I mean, this is a guy who's literally improved, like I've said. Rookie year, 1,800 yards. The next year, 2.6. The next 3.5K. And then last year, 4.6K with 29 touchdown passes, a quarterback rating of 101. Look at these last 2 years with Mike McDaniel. And this is not people that, oh, it's only Tyreek. Listen, Tyreek is a big part of our offense. But Tua is able to do so many things even without Tyreek. He's able to spread the ball to these guys. And guess what? He's got weapons now. He's got Waddle motivated off a contract. He's got Odell Beckham, who's going to do wonders for us, which I'll talk about later on in another video. Jonnu Smith, a tight end that can actually catch. You got Mostert coming back, and you got A-Chain with another year under his belt. Listen, this Dolphins offense and this Dolphins team has potential to make some noise in the AFC East and the whole AFC. But it starts with the man in the middle, Tua Tagovailoa. Pay this man. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think with these contract negotiations. Let me know if you think we should keep Tua, if we should move on from Tua. What should we pay him? What should we do? Let me know, Dolphin fans. Please comment below. I would love to hear from you guys. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit the thumbs up button for your boy. And hey, keep it tuned in for weekly content on Miami Dolphins football right here.